Okay, so the first thing that we want to do in getting ready to graph this is to identify what the parent function is and then also the transformations that we'll have to apply to that parent function. So because we've got 2 raised to a power, our parent function is going to be y equals 2 to the x. And again, just to, same with the 2 to the x and 1/2 to the x that we did on the guided learning text. To get a nice shape of the graph, we're going to choose -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and that gives us 1/4, 1/2, 1, 2, 4. Okay, so for the transformations, and again, we want to do horizontal shifting first. So because of that x plus 4, we're going to shift the graph left 4. Because of that negative in front, that really is going to multiply all of the y values by -1, which will reflect it over the x-axis. And again, that really just multiplies the y by -1. And then finally, that -5 at the end there is going to shift it down 5. Now, really, these first 2 transformations, the left 4 and reflecting over, those are interchangeable in terms of which one you do first. So you could say, I'm just going to multiply all of these y values by -1 right now, so you don't have to do it on the graph. Some students will just take those points in their head, just move them all left 4, reflect over, down 5. It's really up to you. The thing that you have to do last is this down 5 needs to be the last one. If you do that before you reflect it over, the order of operations won't work correctly. So because of that down 5, I can put the horizontal asymptote here at y equals -5. And then, so I'm going to plot the points using those as my x values and those as my y values. So -2, -1/4, -1, -1/2, 0, -1, 1, -2, 2, -4. And then all of those points are going to get shifted left 4 and down 5, which will put them right here. So that's going to be your final graph, and then for the domain and the range and all of that, the domain, any value of x is included in the domain, so all real numbers, or -infinity to infinity. The range is y is less than -5, so that'll be -infinity to -5, parenthesis to say we're not including -5 since it won't actually reach that. And then the horizontal asymptote is y equals -5.